So we have a set of tools here that are pandemic tested. They're portable, ruggedized decontamination systems that are currently being deployed across the country in fire EMS stations, police stations, public schools, mass transit systems. And not only have they been deployed and tested during the current pandemic, but these are tools that have been around for almost 10 years now. They were around for SARS, influenza, the Ebola pandemic. So these are things that are being used almost every day for proactive decontamination. And that's the best way that first responders are going to be able to provide themselves with protection, is not only being able to react after the fact where they get a call, but proactively on a frequent basis to be able to deploy these tools to provide much healthier work environments for not only their staff, but also their patients as well. And one of the most important tools that AeroClave offers is the RDS 3110. This system right now is actually being deployed in about 3,500 fire stations across the country. And it's a really easy, portable way for paramedics and firefighters to decontaminate not only their vehicles, but their stations and their equipment quickly, safely, and effectively. It can operate in one of two ways. You can either be done in an automated fog, which is the primary deployment method, which is where they're actually taking the device, placing it either within the vehicle or within a room itself, determining the size of the space and inputting the amount of time on the system, hitting the start button and walking away. And in as little as 20 minutes, they're returning back to a vehicle or a room that's free of bacteria and viruses on all the surfaces and in all the air. One thing that sets our equipment apart from our competitors is not only the ability to do the automated fog, but also to do a manual hand application. Why that's important is because it allows you to not only decontaminate the interiors of vehicles and buildings, but it allows you to do the exteriors of them as well, individual pieces of equipment outside of a fire station, or even be able to do quick spot treating. We don't always have the opportunity to shut a vehicle down or take a room out of service for an extended period of time, but there might be a level of decon that you want to do in between calls. Having the ability to do this quick spot treating allows you to elevate the level of health and safety within that space in a shorter amount of time while still maintaining the effectiveness of the fogging method. One thing that we've stressed to our end users for the last 10 years, and something that we're going to be stressing to them for decades to come, is that this equipment is not just for pandemic level events. The focus recently has been COVID-19 and the ongoing pandemic, but this equipment has been around for SARS, Ebola, every flu season, and whatever is coming down the road. We don't know what it's going to be, but we do know that equipment like this is always going to be your best way of being able to protect your staff and your patients by being able to reactively and proactively decontaminate the surfaces within your vehicles and within your facilities.